Hey guys, you want to know how a government office looks? What picture comes to your mind when you hear of a government office? Lot of files, people just coming in and going out, and everything is in a disarray. Is that so? Come, let's show you my office. Okay, so what I'm going to show you is a renovated office of Project Officer Integrated Tribal Development Project Kinwat, Tribal Development Department under Government of Maharashtra. So this is the entrance, as you can see, Ekatnik Adivasi Vikas Prakalpala Kinwat. So before I show you the insides of the renovated office, I would just like to give a brief introduction of this office. It's Integrated Tribal Development Project under Tribal Development Department, Government of Maharashtra. So our office is mainly concerned with implementation of all the schemes related to tribal. All the schemes are converged and implemented through this office when it comes to the tribals. And also we have a considerable number of residential schools, and so that's also a big establishment. So as you can see, so from this angle you have the establishment section in the room 1. This is Vikas developmental section, and the details of all the officers and clerks in this. As you can see, that is the main gate. That's the main road, and people enter the office premises through that main gate. And then as soon as they enter the office premises, they can see the office facing towards the north, and the office is in a linear pattern. All the rooms are aligned from east to west, starting from the establishment section, and then there is a inward and outward sections. People, if they have to drop in any letter, or if any letter has to be dispatched, it is done through this Avak inward and Javak outward. And also, as you can see here, we have the details of this section that is called Asthapana Shaka, or establishment section, which deals with all the personal matters of office employees and also various staff working under our ITDP Kinwat. And also this section gives all the basic information regarding all the details of schemes and office matters to the visitors. So this is the Asthapana section. So going forward, this is room 2. Of course, we'll go inside and show you how the rooms look from the inside, from that side. So this is room 2. This is a developmental section called Vikas Shaka, and the officers, clerks working in section are mentioned here. And especially in room 2, this part, this section, here we can see all the forms and informations and applications related to schemes like Takkar Bappa, nucleus budget, other developmental oriented schemes are dealt by the clerk sitting here, facing this side, sitting inside. And then this counter 4, it handles all the matters related to housing scheme, any other services, and distribution of applications, receiving of applications. Let's go further. So as you can see, this portion, a portion which has a slight offset and bigger compared to other rooms. This is the chamber of project officer. This is from the outside. We will show how a project officer chamber looks in once we go inside. This is room 4. Room 4 has 2 counters. Counter number 6. This belongs to the planning section. Any information related to the planning. We have annual budget, tribal sub-plan. So this budget is allocated among various different heads to different sectors like health, education, irrigation, roads, bridges, and water supply. So that information is given by this planning section. This counter we have reserved for the future. And then this is the fourth room. The fourth room is slightly bigger than the other rooms. It belongs to the accounts department. Accounts, cashier, and the purchase section, they sit here. So accounts officer, assistant accounts officer sit here. And this is the details of all the staff working in the accounts. So that's it. We have total 4 rooms in this main building, and then along with that we have project officers chamber, and then the education department section, which is another important section of our office, that sits that side. So let's go in. As you can see, this is the ramp which was not there earlier. So during renovation we took care of the needs of especially abled people, and we got this ramp done. So guys, I showed you till now how the front of the office facing towards the main road looks, and let's go inside the office. So this is how you enter the office. The entrance is facing towards south. Let's go. So as soon as a visitor enters our office, the first room, the first staff or officer he meets is the office superintendent, who is like the caretaker of the office. He deals with all the office establishment matters. This is the room number 1 belonging to the establishment section, as it's written here, Astapana Shaka. So all the staff matters, their leaves, their pays, allowances, pension matters, GPF, all kind of pay and allowances, staff matters are dealt by this establishment section. So before I show you the other rooms, as you can see along the corridor, on the wall we have the photographs, the frames of all the predecessors, all the previous project officers, beginning from year 1993 onwards. And the second room, as you can see on this board, it belongs to Vikas Shaka, that is the developmental section. So this section handles all the files and matters related to various schemes being implemented. It has sub departments, subsections like nucleus budget, Takarbapa, and other schemes. So as you can see, earlier this was completely packed. We had to break this wall, and then we had to extend it slightly that side, so that additional staff, couple of staff can sit here, and we made space for them. So going further, before coming to the main room, the project officer's chamber, I'll show you the other rooms, and then we'll come to the project officer's chamber. This is, as you can see, this, as you can see, is the planning section, and here the planning officer, HOD of the planning section, sits. So friends, this is how the inside of an office looks after renovation. So we have renovated everything, from tiles, from the floors, roof, furniture, electrical appliances, wiring, everything has been renovated from scratch. So guys, we are standing inside the office, and this is how the counter looks from the inside. As I said earlier, the visitors and the various beneficiaries visiting the office for their needs, to submit an application, to take an application form, they can come here at the counter. They can either take the application or give the application, or you can do small inquiries through this counter. So it's beneficial for our staff also, not for the visitors. Unnecessary, there is a lot of traffic is avoided if we can give the information at the beginning itself. Something interesting. This furniture, the chair and the table you see, they are from IKEA. So Kinwat is situated around 300 kilometers from Hyderabad. So we thought, let's have the best quality furniture and chairs for our staff. As you know, 1/3 of our lifetime is spent in offices. So it's important that we give better facilities to our staff. At least the least of which is that they should have a comfortable chair to sit in and also comfortable table to work in. So this is the IKEA chair and the Mickey desk. So we are in the room number 4 belonging to accounts department and the purchase department. Let's go in. So here the accounts officer, assistant accounts officer and the clerks dealing with the accounts, they sit here and work. This is how the office looks after renovation. Again, as you can see, we have chairs and tables from IKEA, Mickey desk, Melon desk. I would like to show one thing which is very special. So we have restructured and reorganized how our staff sit and work. As you can see, the alignment of chairs and tables are along the wall, and the staff will now be sitting and working facing the wall. Earlier what used to happen was the chairs and tables were organized, were situated, arranged in such a way that the inside of the room, this space was completely taken up, and because of that there was a lot of congestion, there was no proper ventilation, and it kind of was somehow congested. But now what we did was we did some sort of realignment, because the switches and the switchboard sockets are all to the wall. So that's why we attached our chairs and tables towards the wall, and the staff will be sitting here and working facing the wall. Because of that, the room, the space in the middle of the room is left open. There is a feeling of airiness and good ventilation, and it is easy for staff, for people, for visitors to enter and exit. Do you want to know where I sit and work? Let me show you my chamber. So this is the project officer's chamber. The project officer, being the head of the Integrated Tribal Development Project, sits here, and this is the Renovated project officer's chamber. Actually, we relocated the PO chamber from room number 1 to this middle room, because this was spacious, this was bigger than other rooms, so we could use both as a project officer's chamber and also as a meeting hall. We don't have a dedicated meeting hall or conference hall. This is where the meetings happen. So as you can see, the main part of the wall, the main part of the room, that is the wall being decorated with the themes depicting the area's jurisdiction of ITDP Kinwat, all the schemes being implemented by ITDP Kinwat, and the specialty, the features of this region are depicted on the wall. So mainly we implement schemes for the welfare of tribals. So we have primitive tribes also, Kolam. As you can see, we have various tribal groups residing in Kinwat, and we have the subsequent waterfalls, and then we have in Mahur, Renovated Mandir, and then all the other things you see are different schemes being implemented, right from Anganwadi, nutrition scheme, schools, health, ambulances, other basic rural infrastructure, livelihood, and other agriculture-related schemes. Hi friends, you want to know how a government office looks?
No.
What is the picture of that comes to your mind?
I don't